Good evening. I don't have my phone on me, so I'm not sure who's logged in, but we want to welcome you to Coventry PEACE Campus and our tour of our building this evening. We're going to follow Deanna Bremer-Fisher from Future Heights as she guides us through the building. All right, so Deanna, we're live on Facebook, and we'll be following you around.
Well, welcome everyone. I'm Deanna Bremer-Fisher. I'm the Executive Director of Future Heights. We're the Community Development Corporation for Cleveland Heights and University Heights, and we're a tenant here in the Coventry PEACE Campus building. So just tell me a little bit. I know you folks. You guys are with Whiz-Bang, and so you're checking out the space, which is wonderful. And
Just wanted to check out.
See what here? Yeah, great. All right, wonderful. So I'm going to take you to some of mostly the spaces that are occupied, but if you're interested in seeing any of the unoccupied spaces, I'll show you those too. Okay? And we're going to start, we're going to go to the front of the building here, and then we're going to work our way kind of around the perimeter. Then we'll go upstairs, and then if you want to, we'll go downstairs as well. Okay? So this building was built in the late 70s. It's one of the 4 buildings in the Cleveland Heights district. So those 4 buildings are all the same. It was built on an open plan. So now there are more walls than there used to be, but it's still pretty open, which makes it a little bit funky. But it's one of the things I think that makes this space really unique, and one of the things that a lot of us who work here really like that building, because it helps build connection. So right here is the Cleveland Heights Teachers Union. They have this little space here. And maybe let me back up a little bit. We are standing in the center space of the building. This was the media center when this was a school. And we use this space for big gatherings. My organization has had a couple of annual meetings here. We've had some trainings here during COVID. We've got plenty of space to spread out. So every tenant in the building has this space available. And we also rent this space to other groups as well. So we're going to head this way and go around the perimeter. You guys want to follow me? Whoever's on the tour. We're going to stop here just very briefly. In the former gym, there is roller skating going on right now, so if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so, because you can rent skates and roller skate today, which is fun. Hello. Welcome to Reaching Heights. You want to tell us a little bit about Reaching Heights?
Yes. So Reaching Heights is a nonprofit organization that helps support the school district of Cleveland Heights. So I'm Jen Holland. I'm the program manager, and these are my kids that belong to Cleveland Heights. 2 out of the 4, and Krista Hawthorne, who is also the interim CPC board president, is the executive director of Reaching Heights. And so we have a lot of programming, like mini villages, where volunteers come together from the community and parents that tutor kids like these, especially in the elementary. And we have role model speaker series. We've done art and architecture tours, so all kinds of things. And the most valuable part of Reaching Heights is the community coming together to support the school. So we really appreciate the community coming out here. Oh, and I have a high schooler right there.
There you go. Hello.
Great.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to walk through here, guys.
You look so cute.
Yes. Thanks for coming through.
That'd be awesome.
I'll let you know in case I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, I'm glad that you introduced yourself. Thank you. All right, thanks. Let's see, did we lose a couple people? We did. Oh, because we've got Cooper coming. Is Cooper coming on the tour too? I think that's another tour maybe. This space here is a space that we share with Reaching Heights. So my organization is called Future Heights. We're the community development corporation for Cleveland Heights and University Heights. We've been around since 2002 as a volunteer organization and officially incorporated in we were officially incorporated in 2002. And so we're going to be 20 years old this year. This space here was the former principal's office, teacher's lounge, and nurse's station. Okay, and then after the building closed, there was a for-profit in here, a co-working space that kind of built out the space with this kitchenette. So Reaching Heights and Future Heights share this space. You want to walk through here, see a little bit more of the space.
Wait to meet up.
Future Heights offices in here. We have 4 people in there. We have our only conference room here that we share with Reaching Heights. And then coming back into the area that would have been the nurse's station or the nurse's office is more Future Heights offices, and my little office right here is a closet that we turned into an office. And so we basically are full. We've got people at every desk here, and so I'm going to be showing you another space in the building that we hope to be moving to if we can do that. So this was the way people would have come in. This wall would not have been here, and this would have been where the principal and the teachers would be. So kind of the main entrance of it. Little more information about Future Heights. As I said, we've been around since 2002. We started the Heights Observer in 2008. So if you're familiar with that, and if you're not and you want to pick up a copy, this is our community newspaper. It's all volunteer written. We don't have any paid writing staff. So all of you are invited to contribute a story. And we also do housing rehabilitation. We've done 15 houses so far. We're on track to do 20 this year. We also do many programs to help residents connect with each other and learn how to organize their neighborhoods and how to do projects in their neighborhoods. So we have a neighborhood mini grants program. We also have a neighborhood leadership workshop series that we do here in the building. And so if anyone has any questions, this is information about Future Heights, and you're welcome to take some. Did we get more people?
And we got the other
Okay, all right, wonderful. Great. Well, we're just heading out, so my group can head over this way.
I'm glad we didn't have to tell others. So,
So this is the main entrance. It's probably the way that you came in tonight. So this would have been the main entrance for the school. Now this is our main entrance in our lobby area. So we have converted it into a gallery to showcase some of the artists who are here. And so we are rotating the art at least quarterly. So we have some things that have been here since the fall, and we've got new things here tonight as well. When we had a theater in the building, this was their box office. So people would come right in here, and this is where they would get their tickets. Currently, that space, that little box office space, is currently vacant. It's Ensemble Theater. Yep. So come on down this way. We're also, as you notice, we're using the hallways as an art gallery as well. So these are all artists who are in the building, and I think in many cases they put their names there. So if you're interested in a piece of art, I'm sure you can contact them. And we are having an event here in February called Art for the Masses, where all the art will be $200 or less. And so it'll be a great opportunity if you're interested in owning some art to come check it out. So come on out here. Head down this hallway here to Liberty.
All right, we may have been interrupted, so we're going to go try and catch up with the tour. And once we have the recorded video, we'll post it so you can see what you missed. Not sure where they went. Singers Club.
That's what we're hoping to do. These are all of our not only but also a new tenant, one of our brand new tenants, Singers Club of Cleveland. Hello, hello.
Tour going. Oh, great. Yeah, come on in.
Go ahead. Go on, tell them a little bit about you guys.
Sure. This is the home of the Singers Club of Cleveland. We're a men's chorus, one of the oldest in the country. We got started in 1891, and we're the oldest arts organization in the city. One of the fun stories of our history is that when we were 25 years old, the budding Cleveland Orchestra, we allowed them to perform with us, which is hilarious
Nice.
now. Yeah, right? A little different trajectory for the two organizations. We have about 60 volunteer singers, a brand new artistic director that we brought on just before COVID began, so he's had very limited opportunity to work with us, and we're most anxious to get back to it. But we're trying to be careful because our chorus trends a little bit older, and that COVID and older groups of people don't really go well together. On the table, I've got some things that I would love if you took along with you. If you still have a CD player, grab a CD. We have programs and other goodies there. Nothing edible, I'm sorry. But
What's your programming like? Do you program classical choral music or jazz or pop standards? Or what do you do?
we're known for being all over the board. So the last performance, we snuck in a Christmas show on the 9th of December at the Art Museum. And that was a very typical, fun show. In April, we've commissioned a piece, a requiem for men's voices. There were very few of those in existence. You have to go back to the 16th century to find the last one. We have a composer in New York City who put that together for us, and we'll premiere that at Trinity Cathedral downtown.
Cool.
So everything from jazz to show tunes, which we've done in the past at the Ohio Theater. What a fun place it is to perform there. To more classical stuff where we seem to attract singers who don't want to be pigeonholed into one thing or another.
Yeah.
So we've always done that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool. And
Yeah,
you've been in the
great.
building since
We've been in the building since July. So
21.
we're about half a year in. And the paint is new, and the piano is very old. That's an 1880 Steinway, believe it or not. The shelving will one day house our music library, which is 130 years of men's choral music.
Wow.
That's great.
We've got the first 6 boxes out of about 200 that we'll be bringing over to the space. So, yeah, anybody that's a history buff, it's a really interesting organization. We go back to the days of Millionaires Row and some of those names.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I saw
members
it.
of the club.
So cool. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Very good.
So
Thank you.
singers, come join us Tuesday nights. That's when we rehearse. Otherwise, come to the concerts. We'd love to have you there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Of course. Bill. Hi, Jason.
Just following you into the dark.
Well, I'm going to turn on the light here. I think the light got turned off. But just so this is the space that Future Heights is going to be moving into. We've got cubicles for 12, which will really help us out because we've got 8 people who are currently with us, and we're hoping to expand. So we'll have plenty of space to do that.
So I'll just quickly walk you through this space. Obviously, we've got some work that we need to do to fix up this space. So we'll have all of that for our employees. We've got storage here. This will be my office here. And then Reaching Heights will be moving in over here. A little bit bigger space than we currently have. This is where Reaching Heights will be moving in. And we've got their B from spelling bee. So they're getting ready.
Oh, that's fun.
Another thing that we like about this space, both organizations more space to enable us to grow is that we'll have a small conference room. Right now we've got one, so anytime anybody needs to meet with anyone, they have to be in that one space. With this new space, we'll have two conference rooms, a large one and a small one. Very cool. And this is typical of the bathrooms that you will see throughout the building. It was an elementary school, and so all of the pictures are for little people. And one of the things that we hope to do right off the bat would be to renovate bathrooms within the building. Because now that the building serves the community, we need to have some better bathrooms, more bathrooms in some places, and handicapped accessible bathrooms as well. And I'm going to go into Lake Erie space. If you want to follow me through here.
My name is Odd. I'm a creative arts manager with Lake Erie, and I can give you a quick rundown of Lake Erie. Our motto is that we have a writing space for youth. So we focus primarily on creative writing, as well as the creative arts and different activities for the youth within the greater Cleveland area. So how about you come on in over here, and I'll show you what our writing space is.
Yep.
This is our space where we do a lot of our workshops and activities. As you can see, we have a ton of supplies, books, whatever you might need, to feed your creative appetite. One thing that I do here on Mondays is I host a workshop called Story Games, where we play different role-playing games. Currently, we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, and so I'm just setting that up since I'm here. But we also do a lot of work off-site as well, within different schools within Cleveland Heights, East Cleveland, Cleveland itself, of course. And in March, we work in Fairview as well. So currently, we're in about 15 schools right now. We also do a lot of summer activities as well. So we host summer camps. Once again, a lot of them dealing with creative writing as well as the visual arts. So we have comic book camps, storytelling, a lot of college essay stuff. And come this March, actually, we're doing our annual Kids Comic-Con, which is this awesome event that takes place. This year it's actually going to be 3 days, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th of March. And the Kids Comic-Con, this is going to be our 10th one. We basically use up the entire building, and we have a bunch of different local Cleveland artists come in, comic book artists specifically, and they host a lot of workshops for kids to enjoy. And we also have some big names in the industry that join us too, host their own workshops or do their own panel and stuff. So this year, some of the big names that we have are going to be some Nickelodeon artists who are going to come in and host workshops where kids get to use some Nickelodeon characters and create their own stories around them. And then we also have Justin Reynolds, who is a big name in the industry for doing a lot of writing for Miles Morales. So the new Spider-Man, which we're really excited about.
Cool.
Yeah. So if there are any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to the best of my ability to answer them. How about I give you some like bookmarks and some business cards too? All over the slide.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they work mostly with middle school, high school, and young adults. So really good program. My daughter's done them. Loves them.
Yeah, our kids do it.
Yeah, so great.
Let's see who's taking one. There you go.
I'll take a couple for the theater too to give you out.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. No problem.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you all too. You all have a great evening.
Thank you.
OD.
Anybody want to see that? You want to stop for that? Just give you the tour afterwards. That's fine.
You're not actually performing it, but like teaching it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna head to Robin's space, then we're gonna head upstairs, and we can probably see it
on your way
there.
upstairs.
Okay, perfect.
So we're a good view of it from upstairs.
Okay, great. We've got 3 more organizations to see, and then we can see some of the other vacant spaces that are here today.
Hi. What's up? Hi, Eric. Let's do the tour.
Where would I find a new tour? Oh, we've got one going at 6:30.
Okay. I want to be on the same team. Yes. Exactly. The organization is free.
Hi, girl.
Which is a church. So we are their main location. So they have worship here, as well as they're doing Zoom services as well. So they're a community-based church. And tonight they're making popcorn, so that wonderful smell that you are smelling is they're doing. So they've been great to have around as well because they like to volunteer in the community and get involved with the various groups that are here. So this is their space. Sounds good. Plus 2 other artists. So Robin Van Leer's studios are here, as well as Catherine Philcote studios are here. We have a group called Pickup Sticks, and they do stilt walking. So they are a recent addition to the building. And then I understand that somebody who's doing dancing is going to be renting that center space here. So if you want to come back and see Robin Van Leer's workspace, Robin is the one who's doing the dragon dancing, and she also is one of the founders of Parade the Circle. So all of those fanciful puppets that you see during that event, that's her work. So she's just amazing. But why don't you come back in here and take a quick look at her studio. So this is where all the magic happens. But I wanted to show you this space, not just because she's got so many cool things all over the place. You can see some of the puppets and all of that. But just to talk to you a little bit about why she's here. So she had a space at the Cleveland Museum of Art. And when they closed that community space, they were trying to convince her to move her studio to the west side. But she lives here in Cleveland Heights. And so she came upon this building and saw this space, and of course she would much rather be someplace where she could walk or bike to than halfway across the city. So she loves this space. There's a lot of natural light during the daytime, There are also high ceilings here, which are very important for her work because she does those tall puppets. So this was a perfect space for her. She's been a great addition to the building, as have the other artists, because there are opportunities to collaborate with organizations like Lake Erie Inc. and the Singers Club and others who are here in the building to do community work. And she really loves doing that. So we'll head upstairs next to our last organization that we can see their space for. And then we can probably see the dragon dancing.
It's always fun to come in.
Thank you.
Pretty neat, huh? Yeah.
Come on, look, we're going to head upstairs.
Okay.
Still have some folks. All right, we're going to head upstairs to Artful. Okay, so we are here in the mezzanine level of the building, and this is where Artful Studios are. They've been here, I think, 3 years now. They've expanded twice since they've been in the building, I believe. So these are artist studios. So they are a nonprofit who rents studio space to artists who otherwise would be working out of their home, perhaps, or working somewhere far away from where they live. So this enables them to have a studio space. They can close the door. They can have their privacy when they need. And then there's lots of opportunities to interact with other artists and become involved in the community. So they have this almost an entire space on the second floor of the building here, which is great. As I said, when we moved in, this space was empty. We thought, who would want a space like this, and how would this work? And then Artful came, and it works perfectly for them. There are clear story windows, so there's lots of natural light. There are higher ceilings in some places. We also have an elevator here, which makes this space accessible to all people, which is very unusual, I'm told, in regards to artist studios. There aren't many spaces in all of the Cleveland area for artists that have elevator access, and so that's an important aspect for us. We have a ceramic studio here, which you're welcome to go back and check out, and check out, oh my goodness, we have a special guest. It's the Heights Tiger. Hello, how are you? Hi. We're so glad you're here tonight. All right, Tigers. So I'll take you down here a little bit further into Artful and reading review or someone else can go.
So, what's a collage?
There's a lot to see.
There is a lot to see. It's a big building, 65,000 square feet or so.
Right.
So this is our flex space. stop and look at art. Hard not to stop and browse. And they're just getting opened up, so. My mother already knows all of that. Okay, so this is our flex, what we call our flex space, which can be converted into many forms or fashions. We have, you can see a big collection of easels back there. And this space is often used for classes. It could be used as event space, workshops. The artists can come in here if they need more space than what's in their studios and they need to spread out. They can use the space, and it's open to the community. They just have to contact us to inquire about using it. We like to work with other artists. I can't remember the woman's name, but I know we have a woman who comes in and teaches students from L'Arche who are handicapped and disabled. And we are currently 24 studios with over 30 artists. And I think at the last count it was somewhere around 15 or 20 on the waiting list to get in. Our plans hopefully in the future include a bit of an expansion to add some more studios and some more workspace for the community. And we do our quarterly open houses during Peace Pops. That's the last Friday of the month. And I don't know if we have a regular schedule yet, but we post it online, and it's held in conjunction with Coventry PEACE or Coventry Village. And our next big event is called Art for the Masses. That is on February 26th, and that is an art fair where the artists will be selling their works or clearing out their old works, and everything that's being sold will be under $200. The goal is to make art accessible to those who might not normally be able to access it. Sarah Curry, who's here in this building somewhere, a very well-known local Cleveland artist, is going to be one of the artists, and David King, and I think we've got already a list of over a dozen artists or so, and growing. So if you are an artist and you're interested in signing up, go to artfulcleveland.com. If you're just someone who's interested in buying art or seeing art, then go to artfulcleveland.org, not .com, artfulcleveland.org for the details. It's from 11 to 5 on February 26th. We're hoping to get a nice selection, and it's a nice, warm, cozy thing to do in the middle of the winter. So now our studios just opened up around 6. At least the artists who are here to open their studios, and we welcome you to just take your time. This is sort of the end of the tour, I believe, and take your time and look around. And if you have any questions, they'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you.